Let's roll, hit the right, let's go, cha-cha-cha, yeah, cha-cha-cha, yeah. Up to you from the top, good job, jump forward. On the back, to the left. Right foot, give me cha-cha, roll left, give me cha-cha, walk it out. Walk it out. All right, y'all. Face your hands. Take it from the top. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm shaking it. It's like I'm shaking the city like crazy. Haters blowing their face like guns. I'm breaking the cake, so let's play. I'm taking.
Hey, buddy. Where is mommy?
I just decided to speed up.
Oh, okay. She's behind you.
After swimming,
Mhm.
yeah, I went up on the stage and I started doing the orange justice.
Oh, you did? Nice. I saw a video of you. Where are you going?
I don't know. Oh, my ass. You just said that
How was
my
it?
Pizza.
Oh, what? 5 slices? Wow. My battery's not charging very well, so that's why took so long. I was taking video of out here on the balcony as well. Very nice, isn't it?
Can I change my
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, of course you can. You're probably wet.
Can I change it like this? And then there's a ton of people.
No, not while I'm videoing. You want to be on YouTube naked? So here we are leaving Los Angeles, San Pedro to be more precise. We're on the Norwegian Bliss, sailing away. Somewhat sad that we're going back home, but also excited about being on this fairly new cruise ship. Things seem very modern so far, what I've seen. We've only been on for a couple hours, but it's been quite impressive. There's the California sunset. You can smell the sea air. Planes taking off above us. Some clouds up ahead. But otherwise, weather is very nice. Temperatures are warm for our standards because we're from Canada, but for people in California, this is considered cool. This is end of their winter, but I like the end of their winter. That's why we come here every year. It'd be nice to eventually have somewhat of a footprint here where we can come here as snowbirds for a few months at a time rather than just a few weeks. Anyhow, we're gonna go for dinner. The meals on cruise ships are generally quite good, and we enjoy every one. The buffet at lunchtime seemed quite impressive, quite the variety compared to other buffets that we've been on on other cruise ships. So yes, so far we're quite impressed by the Norwegian Bliss, and we haven't even really started exploring the ship yet. So what do you think, buddy?
I think it's gorgeous.
Do you like it?
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's awesome. Seeing the sunset, nice and warm.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. Aren't you grateful that we can do things like this?
Yes and no.
Yes and no?
because I'm seasick.
Are you really seasick?
One time I almost threw up.
Yes, but
Yeah.
not on this ship. The ship doesn't seem to be moving much at all.
Princess.
Yes. But not here, not now, are you? You're not feeling seasick, are you? No. What do you think so far, Jingle?
I wonder what Clara thinks because that's her first time. That's not Clara.
If Clara's not impressed, I don't know what would impress her really, because
The city all
I feel like I'm in luxury right now.
A city all to herself. There we go.
Yeah. So, if you take a path to wellness, might take a couple of decades, as it has for me and my family. But it starts with baby steps. Check out some of my other videos, and you'll see how we did it, and hopefully you can find your own critical path to self-fulfillment.
All right, thank you, sir. Gentlemen, front row, directly to your left. I'll take the one right here, please.
In case of extreme emergency and you have to evacuate, is there an authority that tells you how long it should take you to evacuate everyone, or who's that authority?
I mean, everything is according to the IMO and SOLAS, which stands for Safety of Life at Sea. Every ship constructor needs to construct the ship in accordance with these rules. And the time is set for when you have everybody ready. You have 30 minutes to evacuate the ship.
We'll continue the question directly behind me with Bianca Vancouver.
It seems that cruise ships, the superstructure.
So in terms of dining options, it is always your choice in terms of choosing the food items you want. For nutritional value and for to prevent overeating, to focus on the calories that are in your meal and the degree of which your meal is plant-based. So if you notice, all three of us here have ordered salads. A watermelon salad over here, and here's some other salad, I forget the name of it, with chicken strips. My son had 2 bowls of soup, and yes, we do have some chicken wings for protein. So it's not a perfect meal, but it is definitely plant-based because there's more fruit and vegetables than anything else. Again, it is always your choice to choose the best food for your body, for your mind, and for your health.
There you go. There you go.
We're being welcomed into San Francisco, passing underneath the Golden Gate Bridge now. The ship manages to get underneath.
Wow.
It must be lower tide at the moment. Here is San Francisco right here. And downtown. And over here on the edge, we'll be able to see Alcatraz Island, and we will pass around it before we dock on the other side of downtown. And I better not drop my phone here, because if I drop my phone, bye-bye phone. You see some birds here? Migrating wherever, not sure. I don't even know what kind of birds those are. They don't look like anything I've seen before. I'm thinking they're probably some sort of gulls. They're flapping rather quickly, so that implies that maybe they're not. Now you see some traffic starting on the freeway there. And I'm not sure what we're going to do as an excursion. Personally, I've seen the bridge a few times now. Really, you might want to come out here on the balcony to see the scenery. There's a cargo ship heading up over there. And you can see the traffic on the bridge. Very big city, highly populated. You can see how dense the buildings and architecture is. You can see the pointy building a little bit to the left of center of downtown. I forget the name of it, but that's supposed to be the iconic building of downtown San Fran. Some sort of corporate financial business building, which is what I recall. There is another bridge over there in the distance. You can see it crosses over to Oakland.
Chat group. Hindi na.
Oh, there you go, lowering it. Yeah, testing how it works. It makes me feel a little secure that they're testing it and maintaining it and so on.
Wow, there's a view now.
Mm-hmm. You can see the bridge that goes to Oakland over there.
Oakland?
Yep. It's a double tier bridge. The lower tier goes to Oakland. The upper tier goes to San Fran. Yeah. I wish they would do that for the Lionsgate Bridge.
Oh, I see. So there's a... So is it two-way?
Two levels. There's two levels. Yeah, they're one way at the top and the bottom.
So the top one only goes towards right side.
Yes.
So the down only goes to that. Is that right?
Yeah. The lower level goes to Oakland. The top level goes to San Fran. Pretty cool, eh?
So that's why there's no traffic,
I guess. Yeah. Although you see the traffic on the top level looks a little slow.
Yeah.
Traffic is slow on most city bridges because of the volume of cars and trucks. In past decades, my attitude towards owning and driving cars has evolved to the point where I prefer to walk and ride trains or buses.
You keep the shuttle safe. If there's anything to go wrong with the shuttle, I can manually take over and drive this if I had to. Okay? Now, to power the shuttle, we use a lithium-ion battery. sort of similar to our cell phone batteries. The charge will last for 15 hours, and it takes about 3 or 4 hours to charge. We use the 220 to 250 plug-in. Plug it in, plug it into the wall. When it's done, we get an indicator light up here, a green battery, letting us know it's fully charged. Alright. That's pretty much it.
Does it detect people as you're driving?
With the LiDAR sensors.
It'll stop the trouble?
Yeah. With the 8 LiDAR sensors we have, we can detect anything. So
There's jaywalking.
it will stop. Give you an example. The Uber car that had the night set, we would have stopped. Due to the fact that we have them all over. You can't just have one and expect your technology to stop.
How much is this vehicle worth?
Oh yeah, awesome. This is $285,000.
And here are turtle tracks, or turtle track of one turtle that was crawling out to the ocean, Pacific Ocean. I assume it made it. Whether it survived or not, who knows? I think they have roughly probably less than 1% or something of surviving. But isn't it a beautiful beach? You can see ships there in the distance in the bay. There's no hurry, for sure. You can see the stuff while we're going, right? Right, just try to stay balanced.
I'm not even.
Perhaps, like in many areas of the world, I could get a horse and a wagon for transportation. But in 2012, my wife and I tried out a 3-night cruise back to Vancouver and have not stopped cruising since. I have visited cities along the West Coast, staying in neighborhoods of interest, and meeting locals. Now, if there's a city that I want to consider living in, I try to find a way to cruise there and back. Just cruise here from Mazatlan and Cabo San Lucas from San Diego. And I am enjoying the evening. Just had a meal, wonderful meals on the cruise ship. And in the background you can see a mall in which is very close to the cruise ship. A lot of the passengers are over there exploring some of the shopping. There is a casino over there, and I'm going to go there afterwards to see if they have a poker room, and that should be interesting to see if there's any cultural differences in how they play poker. I want to mention that this will be the first time that I have been to Mexico for any sort of extended stay. I'm not staying overnight in on land in Mexico, but I will be overnight on the cruise ship as it travels to the next destination. And so this is the first step I've taken to leave Canada and the US, and it's very exciting for me. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've finally found the guts to do it. I think it's really important to travel and learn how to travel, explore new cultures. Earlier, with some friends on the ship, we took a taxi cab with a tour guide, and we went to a village where they make authentic tequila, and it was a very enlightening experience. Interesting to learn that agave is harvested over the span of roughly a decade, and the tequila that we have in the grocery stores and the liquor stores are not nearly as similar as authentic tequila. And tequila that is authentic is a lot weaker, very smooth, and had some that were aged 5 years and 1 year, and you can tell the difference. It has a woody flavor if it's been aged a long time. The longer it's aged, the woodier the flavor. And had the chance to have some other flavors as well, the chocolate tequila and vanilla tequila, mango tequila, and so on. And the tequila that we sampled was so smooth that drank it very quickly, and even though the alcohol content was a little weaker, start to feel the buzz, and you know, the skin started to tingle and so on. So it was a really fun experience to sample some of the tequila here that was made from a local farmer and a local distiller. And this is tequila that they would sell to the locals. They wouldn't sell it commercially. Yeah, it was very interesting. My friends bought some to bring home, and the story attached to it is interesting. So if you travel, you get to do things like this, and if you stay in your own home, in your own home city, you're not going to experience these kind of things. And it's I think that it's really important to open your mind to other cultures, to learn how they do things, and, you know, experience other ways, and that way you don't stay in your own little bubble, stay egotistical, and know that other people do things in different ways, and that's okay. It's their way, and you might like some of their ways of doing things. So even the short stays that I've had in Mexico, the last 3 nights, I've learned that a lot of the Mexicans are very independent. They really value their freedom, and I think they just live in a very easygoing manner, unlike the way that we live in my hometown Vancouver and San Diego, where this cruise takes the round trip from. And I think it's important to learn these kind of different ways of thinking. It opens up your mind, expands your own thinking, and you may like it. You never know, right? If you don't know, if you don't try, you just have no clue, no idea. You're in your own little bubble, and that little bubble will not improve in any way. Anyways, it's Thursday evening, March 28th, and it's a fine summer day, summer night, and back where I'm from, it would normally be raining and cool, near freezing temperatures at this time. So I am very happy to be wearing just a loose collar shirt and some shorts and some sandals, and enjoying the evening. The city, the air is a little clearer, and the atmosphere a little more easygoing, and it's a large city. It's about 500,000 population, so it's not like it's a small city. I personally prefer Mazatlan, a little more easygoing, not quite rural, but less populated, and I like that city more myself. But the thing is, I only experienced it for a few hours, you know, for during the day, and that's not nearly enough to make a judgment. But just from my initial first impression, I prefer Mazatlan over Cabo San Lucas and Puerto Vallarta. But I'm gonna go across to that mall across the street and see what that's all about. There is a casino there, and I do like playing poker, so I'll see if there's any cultural differences in the way they play poker. And until then, try to expand your horizons, open up your mind, and do a little travel if you can. And please be safe, be healthy. Look how high up we are, eh? What? Oh my God, Willie! Don't fall down! Don't fall down! I got you! I got you! Okay, fall down. Bye. See ya.
And then again, we recommend that you call for an inspection.
Oh yes, definitely.
And property inspection.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be about 400.
Mm-hmm. It's worth it.
Yeah. Sometimes inspection is able to identify things that you and I won't be able to.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the owners don't even know those things, right? Because they don't look behind the walls.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can show.
You're buying a house. You're spending lots of money, right? So
yeah,
it's worth it to pay a few $100s to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the video on view of. What do you think of passing under the bridge, Lionsgate Bridge, while we're sitting in a hot tub? Huh?
Really cool.
That is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. You're not holding your phone above the pool.
I am holding it above the hot tub. You have fun on this cruise? What did you like the most, dude?
Can you hold it over there?
Okay. Why, it makes you nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hold it over there. What if I hold it like this? Can I do that? Can I get
You're
anything?
not even holding it anymore.
I'm not holding it anymore. But I don't get a view of anything leaving it on the ground like this. So this is the cruise ship docking in Vancouver. As you may be able to see, it's amazing how such a big ship can navigate into this port with such precision. So Willie, except for the pizza and the other fine options like Kraft macaroni and cheese and lots of fruit and what other stuff do you like? Chicken wings. Can you tell me what you like about this food?
I like how this cruise ship is like one of the tallest cruise ships. In fact, probably the tallest on the island, with 20 floors. And I like how there's like 3 clubs for like certain age of kids. Like the guppies are from babies to toddlers in preschool. Splash Academy is for 4 to 12, and the dolphins are for yeah, the dolphins are for 13 to 17.
The dolphins are 13 to 17?
No, yeah, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so there's 3 groups, right? There's little ones, preteens, and adolescents. Right?
Teens.
Yeah, teens. Adolescent is a fancy word for teens. So that's good. It's good that there's lots of options for every age range. Okay. What else do you like about this ship?
I like how there's like a different choice of entertainment. Like there's this, I don't know what you call it.
Piano.
Atrium. There's video arcades, there's casinos for adults, and there's video games inside of kids clubs, and much more.
How would you describe the internet access on this ship? That's one thing I noticed.
It's much better than every single cruise I've been on. This one is really good.
Yeah, I agree. It's the best.
This one you can actually do stuff online.
Yeah. The other cruise ships I've been on, I had trouble even just sending email. But this cruise ship, we had access for YouTube and for Netflix and for your Super Smash Flash game, right? And whatever else I don't remember, but the internet access has been awesome. I agree. So would you say that you like this cruise ship?
Yeah.
So now it's time to say ziggy or bye, farewell. I hope you enjoyed my recap of highlights on my 6-week stay in California, Vegas, and Mexico. Mexico was very memorable because it was my first significant visit, and it all involved cruising with family and friends from our home ports and seeking new experiences, and specifically retirement cities and homes. My next video will be about budgeting and journaling, developing passions and turning that into income, and taking that into new experiences and developing your own personal philosophy. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time, let us